You shouldn't let the outside world or people who don't understand what you're going through push you or pressure you into thinking that you need to get over it. The way that you should think about it is that you need to move forward with your life while figuring out how to carry this burden of grief with you so that it doesn't crush you. One of the lines that truly saved me, there wasn't any one single piece of advice that made everything better, so to speak, but one line that really stood out to me was no matter how much pain you're in right now, no matter how much despair you're feeling or how you just feel like you can't go on anymore, always remember that we as human beings, we're built to take a number of hits in our lifetime because that's just the natural progression of things. Every single animal, every single person, every single living, breathing thing is going to eventually come to a day where they're no longer going to be alive on this physical plane anymore. Like it's a natural thing. Of course, there's complications arise when things happen out of the natural order, right? So, for example, if you're a parent and you lose your child, I'm super grateful and I'm super aware that thankfully for me, at least it happened in the natural order, right? Like my dad passed, albeit much too soon for my liking, but my dad passed before me, which is what everybody would expect and want, including my own dad. Like, imagine how catastrophic that would be if it was the opposite. Even if you imagine that everyone's life all follow the natural progression of things, well, then that means that every single person is at some point eventually going to have to deal with the loss of their own parents, at least, right? Which means that if it's natural, then it must be something that we can take, no matter how painful it is in the moment to go through it. They say a similar thing about pregnancy too. Like, we all know that it can be super painful and excruciating in the moment, but women have a mechanism in their brain that allows them to kind of forget about that experience after it's done, which is what enables us to continue to have more babies without constantly like reliving the pain and trauma of the previous pregnancy. So that helped me a lot. I really just latched on to that phrase or that saying until I made it through to the other side.